Let's come out of there. And now we're live.
Are we?
Yes, we are. I worked it out because I'm a clever bunny. Sometimes. Is that us? Yeah. I think we just need to wait a second for people to come back and find us. It's not like me. Go there again, no. There we are. Oh, God. Hey, you can see us now.
There we go. I can see you. Oh, there you are. Ta-da. Where have you been, Wendy?
Yeah, we haven't seen you for ages.
How are you?
Ages and ages.
Very well. Good evening, Celia.
Hi, Mum.
What's that mean?
What does that's? I think it's people watching, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So if you are there, please do say hello. I'd like to have a chat. Well, if I was awake, you were not there. That kind of sounds like
Blaming us.
that's our fault.
That's not good.
Good evening, David. This is playing Silly Buggers today. No, it wasn't my fault the first time around, but I worked it out. So
We got there.
we're just experimenting because we noticed at the end of the last show, oddly, that while we're doing the live, everybody can see everybody else's comments on YouTube. But what we were finding is after the live had finished and YouTube uploads it as a video, all the comments were disappearing and I couldn't work out why. So I just said to you, didn't I? Just as an experiment, should we just try doing it directly through YouTube and see if it made a difference at the end of the show? So we'll see.
See if we. Well, I mean, I presume everyone can see each other's comments on there.
I'm assuming you can all see each other.
Mm.
Could you let us know if you can see each other's comments?
It's just the afterwards thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I've gone through all the settings, so I don't think there's anything else I can change on the settings. So the only thing I could think of was it
Was it that link?
Yes. The Evemax that we use.
Oh, okay.
The streaming platform that we're using to stream to YouTube. I don't know. I'm just stabbing in the dark at this point, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can see your comments afterwards.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, how is everybody on this Sunday evening?
Yeah.
You all well? Have you had much of an interesting week? Tomorrow is what?
I know. Can you believe it already?
No, can't believe it.
1st of December.
Yeah. Well, it's a special month, really, isn't it?
It is a very special month, isn't it? Got Christmas. Christmas.
No.
And Christmas.
That's not what I meant.
I know it's not what you meant. Is it somebody's birthday?
It's mine in December. Yes. I have a birthday in December. Yes.
Oh.
It's interesting, isn't it?
That's really interesting.
Pass on that question. How do you bookmark someone?
I don't know how you bookmark them.
I don't know.
Oh,
see,
no. What?
What?
Can you see that better? Can you?
Well, no, because it's on that side.
Oh, do you want to swap seats?
No, because that'll just freak everybody out.
We're a bit like Ant and Dec. Like, we have to be on a certain... Although,
oh, no, that ain't right, is it?
Technically, because you're normally... The screen normally shows you on that side. So actually, we are the wrong way around.
Yeah. But if we did it the other way, then we'd be the wrong way round. That makes sense.
It's all very technical.
Yeah. Pass on that question.
Oh, it's a bit too early.
Yeah, you're
for
too
that,
early, yeah.
David.
But, you know.
I'm sure Lee will let you know. No, like everyone's wishing you happy birthday now.
They didn't get the conversation. We said
No.
it's in that month, not tomorrow, but it's in that month sometime. And everyone's like, happy birthday, happy birthday. Whilst I appreciate everyone's well wishes.
Well, it'll save them doing it at the end
Well,
of
no,
the
because
month.
I expect that at the end of the month. It's not till the very end of the month. Well, not quite the end, but near the end.
Well, we need to know. When is your birthday?
It is.
Da, da, da.
It is on the 30th. Tis the season of...
How old are you?
That's just... Let's put it this way. I will still be in my 40s.
Just.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We need to know.
Still a young'un.
That's right. Yep. Young, in my 40s. Unlike the rest of the older generation that are above that age group.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll remember that next year. When you tick over that number.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Your memory is rubbish anyway, so
it's not that bad.
I'll just say I'm 49 again.
No, that doesn't work.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid.
Anyway,
Hmm.
question was, how's everyone's...
Yeah.
I didn't even read it.
Did anybody answer? What?
David's got full of man's
He's got
flu,
man's
shivering
flu.
right here, resembling an
Oh,
Eskimo.
bless you.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
It's a bit apt, isn't it?
Oh, well,
He's
yeah,
got the
kind
flu.
of, yeah. Have you got yourself a hot water bottle, David?
Yeah.
When Wendy loved her 40s. Well, you better enjoy the next 12 months ahead then, aren't you?
I'm surprised when you can remember them, to be fair. It was a while ago, wasn't it?
My grandma would turn her age around to do that.
Yeah.
It'll be 94.
No. No. Who said that? Oh, right. Let's block her. We got the power. What is that? Oh, it's the wheel.
It's the leg of the table.
No, it's the wheel I kicked.
It's still adjoined to the leg of the table.
Yeah. So you've all had a lovely week by the sounds of it. Thanks for answering me. It's been amazing. Oh, didn't know that.
We'll show it because it's Wendy. So,
Who's the other one?
I don't know. It's only me, or maybe it's because I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, he's got a water bottle. Bonus. I'm not going
good
to work
one.
tomorrow feeling like this.
Mm.
Yeah, he can't
I
be.
wouldn't. It's not worth it, is it?
Mm.
Wait until you feel better, and then.
Yeah.
Go
You don't
back
want to be
it.
traipsing around in your van all that time, do you?
And you just end up spreading it to everybody else. I never understand why these workplaces insist people have to come in no matter how poorly they are, because all they do is end up making the whole workforce
Poorly.
ill, and eventually, like people do, just all start phoning in sick anyway. So it's kind of counterproductive, really.
Stay where you are, David.
Stay at home, yeah.
Yeah. Hugging your water bottle.
Oh, Mum's all right. She said if I did that, I would be 17.
That's just wishful thinking, isn't it?
Evil bosses, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird because I thought he worked for himself.
No, he might. Maybe he was
just
just
agreeing.
like a general
Yeah.
agreement with my baby bro.
Very
Or
poorly.
my
so-
big bro.
Well, that's not good, is it?
No, I've known a few people. I think actually my boss said he had.
The mob boss.
I said my boss
Oh,
said he had flu. Yeah, baby bro. Oh,
not good.
no.
This time of year, isn't it?
I was going to say, if you're going to get something like that, though, it's better to do it at this end of the month rather than having it later in the month, isn't it? Nobody likes to be poorly Christmas Day.
No.
No.
Never like sneezing over your turkey, is it?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What topic of conversation we'll discuss this evening?
I don't know.
It's a bit weird because I feel like I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, and that kind of
Did-
makes me. No, it makes me feel that.
Oh, like you're on the edge of your
Yeah.
seat, like waiting for something.
Yeah.
What, like birthday wishes or something?
No, presents.
Oh, presents.
Yeah.
Presents and cake.
Presents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cake. You've got plenty of time to get them all.
you got a whole month.
Well, actually, you know, if
Quite
you want to beat the
literally.
postie, you kind of want to get in there early, don't you?
Oh yeah, because they'll be busy, won't they?
Yeah. He's waiting.
He's-
For...
and that too, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, exciting for
I've been
you.
really good this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might mean you get Satsuma then this year rather than a lump of coal.
Well, do you know what? I had one of them earlier.
What, a lump of coal?
No, that's fine.
They've got vitamins and minerals in it.
Well, I was a bit deflated because it wasn't as.
Oh, was it? Oh, I hate.
I don't know what happened to the
like-
flavour on it.
No,
No.
it's annoying, isn't it? When they
Yeah,
don't-
I forced myself to eat it.
don't
though.
taste like they ought to.
I did. I ate it anyway. Thought, oh well. My dog ate the rest of the banana, so I thought I might as well finish off. You know.
David said, I've quarantined myself upstairs, so need cheering up and a bulk packet of lemon sips.
He needs cheering up. Well, here's a quote of the day.
Stand by your beds.
This will save you.
It's going to be a good one.
It is. Don't
It
eat
is.
yellow snow.
Oh. Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong one. I was thinking of never eat shredded wheat.
Why was shredded wheat? Shredded wheat's all right.
No, I think it was how to remember
Gosh.
north, east, south, west.
Yeah, never
Don't
eat shredded wheat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right.
That's so you all don't get lost on your journeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we doing? I'm eating cornflakes. No, don't eat it. It's shredded wheat. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, dear.
Dear.
Yeah, I wonder if he's put up like, you know,
Oh, like
tape
those,
and stuff.
like that, like
Sheets.
biohazard
Biohazard
tape.
tape. Yeah, like-
And there's a yellow suit outside your door. You can
Yeah,
only come
hazmat suit.
in. Come in if you get suited up.
Yeah, and there's like a holding area in between where they put food in, shut the thing, and then he can open it and pull it out and go, oh yeah, thanks for my dinner.
You got it sorted, David. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got you covered.
We've got this.
We know how to handle it. I can't read that.
It says, bear with folks because YouTube's doing that thing.
Yeah.
Another. Oh, does that mean it showed up then? Oh, God, okay.
Where's it gone?
I don't know.
I can't even read it. What's it say?
It said I had shredded wheat today.
Why would someone?
Joanne, did you have 2 or 3? See, I would eat 3. I'm the same with wheat a bit. It's all right, greedy guts.
What are we talking about?
Shredded wheat. 2. Because they come in biscuits, don't they?
Oh, I'm thinking of the little squares, the ones that
Oh, no.
What are they
Sure
called?
they're
shreddies.
Yeah.
Are they
The brown ones. The ones that Nana's knit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shreddies. Shredded
Oh.
wheat is the ones that look like blocks of hay.
Right. How many do you have?
3.
3.
Easy. As long as you have it like with warm milk and it
Easy.
all kind
Try
of.
eating them dry. That's not easy.
And I'd eat 3 wheat bits as well. Yeah, Joanne says I had the mini ones. I don't even know if that's working because I keep saying show and then, but it doesn't show up. Maybe you do it at the end.
Yeah. Can you see your comments, Joanne Ripper? Can anyone see Joe's
Can
comments?
see Joe's comments?
Because we've got some moderating.
That's me. I'm the mod because there's only me on it. So.
Oh, right.
And so yeah, no, they can all see your comments.
Well, why is it not on there then? Oh, well,
I don't know.
yeah, because that's not showing on here.
No, I know. Don't worry.
This message is held for review. Oh,
Yeah.
You're in
trouble. No,
Joanne.
You're not. I think YouTube does hide certain things. If it thinks like there's a slightly naughty word or
yes, I see the comments, but once the live is over, the comments on the live video.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do you stop that from happening?
Well, that's why we were like, should we just try it directly through YouTube? Because maybe YouTube didn't like the streaming service that we were using. So we're just experimenting. So hence why, it looks like we don't know what we're doing.
That's because we don't.
It's hiding all of our comments. Oh, it's silly.
It really doesn't like you, Joe.
No, you've upset it, Joe. What have you done? Nut and honey. I can see my comments. Maybe that's just lying then.
Where does it say nuts and honey?
There. Nut and honey. I can see my comments.
Right.
You really do need to get your eyes tested.
That's right, Frank. You can still comment on the video after the live.
I know, but it's just that everybody's comments disappear once we finish the live.
And can't really figure out where they go.
Like, so originally it was like other people couldn't see each other's comments. So I did spend an evening like going through all the settings. I seem to have resolved that issue, but for some reason, YouTube then make all the comments disappear on every single live that we've done. And then
a bit odd.
It is, because then it just looks like nobody's interested in what we're doing. And then
it's not like you can ring them up, is it?
It's not true. No, you can't just pick up the phone to them and go, "Oi, what's going on here?" Then
maybe if they're watching this, they might be able to do us a favour and help us out.
I doubt we. They ain't going to be interested in what we're doing, are they?
Well, I don't know. Using their services and all that.
Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, we'll see if this works tonight. When we close the feed down and see what happens with the comments once it's uploaded.
If you're all there, you're all there. And if you're not,
we were just like, is it because we're new to doing lives on YouTube? Because we've literally only started doing them in the last a few months or so. Yeah. So we are very new to YouTube. We wondered if it was something to do with that, but I don't know.
No.
I don't rightly know. I know what we could talk about because I thought that was really interesting on Friday. That we were in discussion about who comes through on readings, and I thought you explained it really beautifully. Like we were talking about how like we expect certain people.
Yes.
That we want to hear from. You kind of explained why that is not always
There's a pre-misconception surrounding kind of this type of work, and you know, like let's say someone comes for a reading, and then therefore that person is expected to hear from their closest, you know, relative. Let's say it's a daughter who's looking to hear from her mum. Not all the time, but a lot of the time, the mother doesn't necessarily always come through. It could be someone else that is also connected to that individual. So like an aunt or someone like that, or a nan or somebody like that. And the reason for that is, much to the dismay of the person who's sitting for the reading, the reason is there's a couple of reasons really. First one being the strongest link that is available to bring forward the messages that are available will come through either way. We don't dictate who comes through. The other side to that is as well, our friends in the spirit world know that if said person's mother come through, that could also disrupt the reading, because emotionally, the connection of having their closest loved one draw near can actually block the messages, because they get so emotionally connected to that thought of, oh, my mum's here, or whatever, and then they get really emotional, and then therefore that's not necessarily doing the medium any favors when it comes down to their job. Their job is to literally read for the person who's wanting the reading and be as accurate and as clear and precise, passing on the information without any thought of their own in their own mindset. It has to be 100% information coming through from spirit. Sometimes, as the energies settle and that person is becoming more relaxed in the reading, I've had it where the person's who's really wanting to have that connection is then allowed to step in. And it might only be for 5-10 minutes towards the end of the reading. Let's say the mother then generally steps in, because they know energetically if they can hold and sustain energy with a connection. And then the third part, you know, the sitter, shall we say. And it doesn't always necessarily have the right impact it should have had, because there's so many different things going off in their life for that person. So the last thing that spirit want to do is upset the individual by sort of turning up and then almost disrupting, the actual reading by their presence being there. So they will often hold back until they're ready and they can see that energetically that person is now settled. They're not as emotionally out of place straight away. And then they can work with whoever it is that is stepping in to sort of work with you. But the other thing to that is they know as well. They know that if you're not ready to hear that information yet, it could be too soon for a reading for someone. It could be too early in their grief process to allow that connection of the departed in. And then therefore, again, they already know that the disruption of the energies will, to some degree, kind of mess with the connection. And then therefore they know that, so they step back and wait, and they'll often send someone in. It could be someone who's been over spirit a longer time, therefore more able to handle the energies. So like a grandma, someone who's been over, from our perspective, a long time. There is no time over there, we know that. I'm just talking generically for us, but someone who's passed on before a lot of our closest and dearest, and then therefore they're more kind of stronger and more able to hold the link, and that's generally the person that gets sent through. But you have to also remember as well, all information comes via your own guide, and then therefore it's your guide that allows that information to flow from them, through them, to you, to then pass on that information. You are just merely a conduit of information. That's all you're doing. Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Good. I forgot where we were there because I was rattling away.
I think people kind of said about, yes, I see comments, but once the live is over, the comments on live videos disappear. You can still comment on the video after the live, Said, I've watched other lives. I think they all disappear. Brenda said the same thing. Other live videos I've watched, the comments do not stay after the live is over. I think that is a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says 7 days on YouTube. Ah, okay.
It says 7 on YouTube. I think she meant watching.
Oh, okay. There's 8 now.
Yeah. There was 10 a minute ago.
There was 10 a minute ago, yeah. Maybe I bored them. What's he talking about? Nah, not listening to this.
Right,
and that's fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
No, it ain't, you know.
Speaking of tea, don't forget
I
tea.
mean, well, I did just have some of you yapping.
Yapping?
What, teaching,
Yes.
preaching?
No, don't preach. No one to preach to. You frighten them off, Lee. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's fine.
It's all right.
I don't mind that. I can scare anybody, me.
No, you're not boring.
Oh, thank you, Wendy.
Does that mean here that I can
put me in the time out?
Disappear after the live feed? That means you can't like anybody's comments then, because we can't do it while we're live, and then you can't. Just for the record, we like all of your comments. I can't do it on the screen, but just to let you know.
What is?
So if you desperately want someone to come through and it's early grief, it might take a while. That makes sense. Why my husband's dad didn't come through soon as he passed.
It's got nothing to do with your dad, your husband's dad passing, is it?
And it very much depends. We've had people come through very quickly after they've passed, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, very quickly. So,
and again, it's down to the individual. So whether
receiving
that person,
the message,
can receive that information. It's all literally down to the individual, whether or not energetically they're going to be in a bit of an emotional state from it, or can handle, or are ready to hear what is going to be said, and then therefore the messages will be coming through, or they won't. And if not, someone else will step in and do so.
Oh, that's a great question, Brenda. So Brenda says, asks, I understand why people give offerings to spirit, such as tobacco, alcohol. What I do not understand is what the spirits get out of receiving such offerings. Do either of you know? Is it just an acknowledgement?
No, it's not. So let's say you're a smoker and you smoke. Yeah. This is the route I'm going with this conversation. Okay. And this might not be completely what she's talking about, but this is kind of where I'm going with it. So if you're a smoker and, someone who passes was a smoker too, they will often come around you to get your feelings or sensations that you get from having that cigarette. Or if it's food, you get a certain feeling when you're eating a certain type of food or something like that. There's a connection to that food. They say, food can give you some sort of sensation, like a food for the heart, soul, whatever you want to call it. It's all generally about a feeling. And once that person remembers what that feeling is in spirit, they can pick up that energy off you when you are eating or smoking that particular food or having that particular drink, tipple, whatever it is. So the feelings you give off energetically is what spirit, our friends in spirit, will feel off you. Does that make sense? I know it's not completely in line with what you're talking about, as in like...
No, but you can almost align that to what she's actually asking, though, because I think in the same way, if you think about, is it in India, a lot of them kind of offer, what's the word? Offerings to different gods and that, and obviously those spirits aren't going to physically have those things, but I think the same thing applies. It's about people that do those offerings to different spirits go there with a good intention, And I think that's what you're offering. It's not the actual item itself. It's just a physical resemblance of the intention or the feeling that you're actually offering.
Well, they can feel everything that you feel energetically.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They can't come down and go, oh, somebody's left me, I don't know, a few coins, because they can't physically take it, can they? But
they might see a bottle of, I don't know, whiskey and think,
thank you very much.
That looks amazing, but I can't do anything with that because there's no energy that's connected to that bottle that I can feel off in terms of like what it gives off, that feeling, someone enjoying something that they used to have. And that's the connection, the enjoyment part.
And I think if that's what you're asking, I think that's very much a human thing anyway. It's not, I don't believe that's something that spirit, whether, you know, we're talking about offerings to different gods or deities, or whether we're making offerings personally to our loved ones.
No, I think that is just,
I think that's us. It's an us, a human kind of state of mind thing, as opposed to as the requirement from the other side.
Instead of offering, try eating it. Do you know what I mean? Because that will have the different impact from something that you've offered. You know.
Joe says that's interesting. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
And said the intention behind it makes sense. Yeah. Brenda says it's the intention and the feelings. Thank you for your insight. And says, so on our wedding day, we left a chair where my husband's dad would have sat, and we put his old teddy bear on the chair and a champagne glass on the table. So obviously his dad didn't drink it. No. But your dad, like your husband's dad would have, he would have seen it, and there's nothing to say that actually in a spiritual sense that he couldn't have sat on a chair. In fact, I believe they do come and join us. But
I think they're respectable enough not to sit on you whilst you're sat on that chair. If there's an empty chair, they will sit.
No, I think that's what she meant. There was a physical empty chair.
But if you're raising a glass of champagne for everyone that's here and who is not able to join us because they've passed on, and you take that sip and everyone's praising and saying, yay, well, congratulations. That energy that you're created right there is what they will feel in spirit. And they will then also be then celebrating that as well, of the union of you and your husband.
Yes, was a physical empty chair at the top table. The intention behind it would have been understood,
It is. It's lovely to know that that's
absolutely
an understanding of what kind of happens. You know, they try to interact with us as much as we can under the allowance of their laws, our laws, physical laws, you know, in terms of what we do. But, you know, you can call them in at any point and ask them for their help, their guidance, to support you, to help you clear your mind, to help you find something, whether it's your keys that how many times you lose keys, you think, where's I put my keys? Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff.
I've had all sorts like randomly disappear, and you just like don't even know how that's possible to disappear, and then it turn up like 2 or 3 days later, and you're just like, you know, it's them like having a bit of a laugh and a joke with you.
Yeah. Or they'll try and pop a message in your mindset that says, you know, a remembrance of, do you remember that drawer? You pop them in unknowingly at the time. You just naturally do it on kind of like autopilot, if you like. You just come in, put your glasses.
You know, the safe place. I'll just put that in a safe place.
Where's
that's my favorite. I'll put that in that place, keep it safe, and then
you can't find where it is.
I won't remember where that safe place is.
Yeah.
So if they do sit with you, do they come in as an orb or a fly, etc.?
The general consensus is that their energy is surrounded in like an orb shape, but that's dependent on whether or not you can see the orb. Some of us out there are able to see orbs. Some of us are able to pick them up on cameras, for instance. You know, the technology is moving on so that The light
They're
frequency
much more
is different.
sensitive
Much
now,
more
aren't
sensitive,
they? Yeah.
yeah.
Strong problems.
But just know that they come in, you know, to join you. When you energetically ask for them to surround you, they will. They'll come in and just surround you, and they'll place themselves in part of your energy field so that you will either think of them, know them, or it'll be something either that or subconsciously that they will connect with you because you've asked and they've answered you.
I think the thing is also to remember is that, you know, once we go home, we are no longer this physical form. We are just energy.
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, like, you know, we've talked about it before, like when we've been opening up, and you can literally feel that energy around you. And sometimes it'll feel like someone playing with your hair or like a tickle on your skin. Like you can literally feel that energy around you. Well, that's just them. It's just how they express being close to you in that new form that they're now in.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's like walking through cobwebs.
Yeah,
that sensation.
that kind of. It'd be like if you can imagine like sensing on your skin a radio frequency. Like rather than hearing it, if you could imagine like sensing it as a physical thing. That's what it is. David says, I see orbs. My dog also, as he follows them around the room trying to snap at them.
Probably best not do that. No.
They might be teasing the dog though. Like playfully, I mean.
Respectfully, you know, if you've got children in spirit, for instance, they will love to play with animals and things like that. So they will interact on that energy. Cats are another thing. You see a cat jumping around the room or staring at other things. They're interacting, you know, energetically, and they can communicate on that level as well.
I often wonder that, you know, like sometimes, I mean, I know cats do it as well on a certain level, but you know, like when dogs get zoomies, like out of the blue, nothing, I kind of wonder if that's what it is, that they're like if spirit have stepped in and kind of
woke them up a little bit and playing with them.
He does behave like someone is playing with him.
That's kind of what their energies pick up and feel. You know, we're quite dense as human beings.
We're heavy, aren't we? I mean, energetically as well as physically, but I meant energetically. It is quite dense and heavy. Yeah, very much so. It's just why it's so hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Does everyone understand that? Do we all understand how heavy and hard it can be sometimes when the energies are thick and the emotions are high? You've heard that sensation, or the words to that sensation. You could cut the room with a knife with the atmosphere. You know, when you walk in somewhere and everyone looks at you. You know what I mean?
That's always a joy, isn't it?
Oh, it's an amazing feeling, isn't it? Walking in and thinking, oh, I'm in the wrong room here.
Yeah.
You know. Is everybody still there?
Yeah, they are. Can you see auras? I'm not amazing at it. I normally can see like that first layer, the white layer of people's auras sometimes, and on like trees and plants. But I can't see, you know, being honest, I can't see the full spectrum of an aura with my eyes. No.
I can when I'm working on a healing level, and I work with certain energies, and those energies will play into force when I'm working. But as a general rule, I see the outline of an auric field.
Yeah.
And that's quite interesting to see. Well, where are we?
Wendy says energy in my home is very heavy.
You need to hoover.
Can I just say, Wendy's been following us for years. So yeah. And Lee isn't just randomly being really rude.
I'm not being rude.
We know Wendy really well. So yeah.
Even if
Just
she
so
is,
anyone's like new to us and like,
what's going on
he
here?
didn't just say that, did he?
Yeah, trust Julie. Yeah, you know, probably all that dust from living in the outback, isn't it? You know,
That's a great question. She said, so can you see spirits' auras, or do they no longer have an aura? That's an amazing question.
it depends how they want to show themselves to you. Because don't forget, from an energy perspective, they'll come to you in the most easiest form.
Mhm.
And you might think, well, what does that mean, easiest form? What is your, because it all kind of entwines with your belief system, what you
Yeah.
can expect, what you can kind of get your head around. So
Mhm.
orbs, I see orbs floating around the room all the time. And I know we are always surrounded by orbs.
Mhm.
When visited by spirit, they can come in as a whole body,
Mhm.
and you can see them. But more often than not, it could be certain parts of their body. I've had them show me just a foot, you know,
Oh,
a random
eyes
foot.
for
Yeah.
me
And you
every time about.
know.
I mean, I have seen a whole
Yeah.
person, but
Yeah, same.
for the majority of the time, like it's eyes, and I'm just like, okay, it's been 4 years of eyes now.
It's time to
Could I
add some
please
more to it.
just have a little bit more than just your eye?
But equally, you know, if what else did she say?
Oh, sorry.
Or do they no longer have? Yeah, no, they. I think the aura that you're talking about is our physical energy that we give off, but they are energy anyway, so they're going to have an aura, and you know they will vibrate at a certain frequency to show that aura. You know,
Yeah.
it is all dependent on how you perceive spirit to come to you in the most simplest, easiest form.
Yeah.
You know, because they won't want to scare you, they won't want to upset you by just, you know, randomly walking into a room and you turn it around and then there's your, you know, grandparents stood there in the corner. That has happened. I have had that experience, but equally, you know, that might be too much for someone to experience. So they might show you different ways. They'll come to you in meditations. They give you all sorts of information.
Wendy says, I can imagine why they show Lee a foot. Wendy likes to give as good as she gets.
Well, the reason why they give a foot is to make sure that I can put it somewhere where mostly needed.
Brenda says, I was told the clearer the energy is, the higher evolved the spirit is. Depends what you mean by clear. You mean clearer is in how
what do you mean?
more? Yeah. Do you mean as in like if you can physically see the spirit as in a human form from head to toe? Is that what you mean, Brenda? Oh, okay.
What'd she say?
She said no, like a crystal rather than cloudy. So almost like you're saying if you saw something in the corner of a room and it was a bit fuzzy, a bit misty, then that's a lower energy than seeing something clearer.
I don't know about
I think
that.
that's what she meant.
I like being clearer. I think you're kind of putting things into maybe brackets too much here, too many segments. You know, spirit is spirit, and you know when we talk about them being of a higher energy or more evolved, we are all capped to a certain level of existence. To be fair with you, and
we're all on different levels, aren't we?
We're all on different learning levels, and you know, experiences through that evolvement of the experience. But we are all really one of the same.
Yeah.
You know, but I think if you're seeing something clearer or less cloudy, that's about your vision, your ability to see, rather than whether or not spirit's coming through clearer or something like that. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Some great questions tonight, though. Thanks, guys. Okay, I do get that.
Okay.
I think it's something again that we do all too often is we're quite keen to put labels on
Yes,
things
that's what I
and
mean.
put things in compartments or boxes because I guess in a way it helps us to make sense of it.
Of the
And
world, yeah.
actually we're kind of just saying to you guys, don't do that. Don't put labels on things. Don't
Yeah.
put things in boxes that actually, if you free your thoughts regarding this work, you know, your knowledge, your expansion would be so much wider than just that.
That makes sense.
David said, a few days ago, went off to sleep. I had a vision of an older man, which is normal for me seeing faces, etc. But this one clearly said, all right, mate. Eyes open and straight back
Oh, for a
up
brew.
for a brew. More grounding needed.
No, that is basically when you go to sleep, it's like going into meditation. You change your state of being. So you've gone from a awake mode to sort of semi-unconscious mode. And then therefore, when you take away the awake mode, your alertness gets dimmed. Therefore, the ability to hear things or see things become clearer when you take away the alert mode, i.e. from your everyday mode to then sitting into meditation. And the moment
or going to sleep, because both states enable you, your body, and your mind to relax, and therefore you are then more open.
Because you're more relaxed. So the awake stage of the body has kind of drifted out and allowed you to be more relaxed. You've lowered your own boundaries around you, and then therefore they know I can talk right now. And on that energy connection, that vibration that is matched, you can hear me. And that's what happens. So no more grounding. No. I'd have just carried on and said, evening, how are you? And then
we said, all right, mate, back.
Yeah, because what you've done is by being awake, as in alerted back into that state of someone's around me. I've heard someone say, all right, mate. You've come out of that stage of relaxed, and therefore you've broken the connection. Therefore, they can't talk back to you. Just drift back to sleep again. It's fine.
Yeah, he said it's always instant when I close my eyes. Yeah.
Yes, you are correct, Maria. To try and make sense of things we label. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yes, I can't read it.
Yes, I agree. I think it's ego mind that tries to put things in boxes, black and white thinking. I'm learning higher self. Most things I thought are totally the opposite to what I thought.
Yeah, it's usually the case when you start learning things, because you get a better understanding for something, and then you realise actually I've been going about this the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know.
I think, and the other thing which, we've talked about quite regularly is about all the conditioning that we have from the child, and so whatever point you start learning that actually life may be not what we think it is, there's a lot of conditioning put onto us, by family, by schools, just workplace, society, like workplaces, friends have a massive
absolutely. Yeah.
So it's kind of breaking free from all of that, because it's, as you always say, at the end of the day, all of that, no matter who it's come from, it's just somebody's opinion, and we shouldn't place somebody else's opinion higher than our own and than our own belief. So
the moment we stop listening to what everyone else tells us we should or shouldn't be thinking is the moment you start to free yourself from the conditions of the world around you, and you start to think about things in a more deeper, understanding way. What is right for you might not be right for somebody else. It doesn't have to be.
No.
You are able to be your unique self. So be your unique self. If sitting in a certain direction works for you, do it. It won't work for the conditioned mind that says I have to sit with a certain way, face a certain window, etc., etc. It's all about your belief systems, about how you accept things. As soon as you realize all these beliefs we put on ourselves, all these conditions we put on ourselves, we remove them layer by layer. And as I always use that that analogy of peeling back the layers of an onion. There's so many layers there for us to work on. Ultimately, you're searching for yourself. Once you start to feel a little bit more comfortable in your own thinking, your own thoughts, you become more inspired. You know, whoever writes the information books or researches the things that you have read up on or learned about, firstly, challenge it in your own mind. Do I believe this? Do I understand this? Is it going to help me do what I need to do? And secondly, remember, this is just someone else's viewpoint, an opinion on what they've understood. They've been inspired from upstairs to connect and write and describe what's going on. That works for them. Other people can sympathize. They can realize that's very similar to what their own experiences are, but it's not exactly the same. That's why we can relate to things more easily. Until you start to build up your own understandings about what works for you. As soon as you figure out what works for you, the rest of the world, it doesn't matter what they do, because then they become signposts and synchronicities that help you understand your physical life, about how you move about this planet doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Well, that's quite a lot then, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Especially in this upside down world. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, authentic self, totally what I'm working on. Brenda says, what if your authentic self is to tell people what to do? I am being funny, but that is a life lesson for us to let people do what they want. Yeah,
but when you say tell them what to do, as long as it's done in the right manner and taught that actually this works for yourself, it's just as a by the way. It might work for you, but it might not. You have to be open to all opportunities and possibilities. What you're saying is this has to work and it's got to work that only way. Well, I would say no. I'd say that works for you. And it sounds like you're giving that information to others to sort of suggest and learn from. But it's not necessarily the right way in terms of for them. They might go down that experience route with you, learn what you've got to teach them, listen to them. They'll soak it up. And like I've just said, challenge that understanding and thought process that says, actually, I can take part of what you're saying, but the rest of it doesn't sit well with me. I need to find my own bit of information that works well with me, so I can fill in the gaps myself through my own life experience. And I appreciate what you've just been doing and helping, etc. But I'm now moving on my journey. That's all it is. It's nothing personal. You're entitled to do what you're doing, but so is everybody else. And
yeah, I think the other piece of a jigsaw puzzle to that is that everybody has a choice as well. You know, so say, for instance, like you're saying, that what if my authentic self is to tell what other people to do? Well, for the other person, it's their authentic self to either do what I say or not do what I say. It's still their choice.
Yeah. And if your authentic self is to tell people what to do, I would question what your authentic self is saying, because that's very ego-led, telling people what to do. Yeah. And I'm not saying for a moment you are. You could just literally be saying, by way of example. Yeah, and we're saying the same back by way of example. You know, telling people what to do, I wouldn't say is the right way. I would say helping people find themselves is more of a better way, because if they're lost, you might not give them the answers, but you can certainly point them in the right direction.
And that, what you've just followed up with, Brenda, is a perfect example of that. She said, I had to learn the hard way. People, if you tell someone not to smoke or not to drink, they will do it even more.
Yeah, yeah, they will. Free will to accept it or not. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, choice.
And it's the same as what Brenda's saying with the guidance. You know, you can tell somebody, oh, smoking's incredibly bad for you, you're going to die early. But at the end of the day, that's not our choice to make for them. It's their life. You know, they've come to this planet to learn what they have to learn, not to learn what we think they should learn.
And through smoking, for instance, not advocating it at all, I'm just saying, through smoking, whatever experience that they've gained through smoking, for instance, or drinking, it's given them a learning lesson.
Yeah.
And that's what this life is about. It's about learning. That's all Earth is all about. It's about learning. Once you understand that, it then makes it a little bit more easier to handle those thick, deep energies that we were talking about.
Yeah. Yes, it was a very hard lesson for me, and I do try and give people good advice.
Yeah, that's good. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Yeah, literally. But yeah, they've got choices of their own lives to make, and you can't interfere with their life choices because we don't know somebody else's life, spiritual life plan. We don't know what their spiritual growth was before they came here. We don't know what their lessons are meant to be while they're here, because it isn't any of our business. We're literally here in the most selfish of ways, just for us, like our individual selves. It's our life, our lessons to learn for our own personal journeys. That's all we're here for.
And cake. Especially birthday cake.
Especially birthday cake on the 30th of December, apparently.
Just saying.
That's the best time to eat it.
Best to eat it, yeah. Yes, it's very, I love that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not you. I don't know, yeah.
It's not what?
It's not you. It's terrible, isn't it? But it's annoying. Our responsibility, we don't even have to save ourselves.
No, what are you saving yourself from? Because whatever you're living,
it's
an
interesting
through,
choice of words.
Yeah. We are eternal. Our souls are eternal. So what are you saving yourself from? 2 free cakes for me on Friday. Yeah. I hope they were nice.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I that's a really interesting way of how you've just looked at that.
Yeah.
I was going yeah. It's about how you see it, isn't it? Because if you feel like you need saving, what is it you need saving from?
Save wasn't maybe the right word. Heal properly, probably better.
There's so many things that I could go with that direction, but I don't think we've got the time, and I don't think it would be appropriate to go down that route right now. But yeah, my mind just went. I've just got so many avenues that I could just literally go down. Not in a negative way, by the way. No. But in a positive way to help you see things a bit more differently.
Like I said, it's just about releasing ourselves from that conditioned thoughts that have been placed over us.
Yeah.
And that does involve healing of certain situations and people and places.
Yeah. Trauma from our own pain.
You can't always save others. That's what I meant on the advice for others about smoking, drinking, etc. No, because we're not meant to. We're simply not meant to save other people.
That's going to sound really odd as well, because from an empathetic point of view, that sounds like we don't care, but we do.
We do, absolutely.
But what we're trying to teach is to sort of care for yourself in a positive environment where this doesn't affect you from the bad. Say bad, because it's kind of, there's no right or wrong choice. It's just choice. But we always put things in boxes, as people or humans do. Right choice, bad choice. It doesn't matter what they are, but it's bad choice. Ultimately, you'll end up at the direction or the path where you're supposed to be, But yeah, if you're talking about from trauma to heal oneself, there's nothing wrong with going through a healing process to heal yourself. But there's also a part of that I was listening to something the other day about, the things we carry around with us,
Mm.
and it's about a choice. And people might agree with this, they might not, but that's just, by the way. But I'm saying, like, if you imagine trauma as being like baggage,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it's not easy to do because that's not. I'm simplifying things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making
We're
it sound
belittling
anyone's
any way,
trauma
no.
by any way. But I know we're short on time, and I just
Mhm.
wanted to just put this analogy out there. If it was a choice and you put trauma in bags and you carry the bags around with you, at some point you would have to stop carrying those bags because it becomes too heavy. So then you release it and you let it go. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. That's a great analogy, by the way.
That's money. Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I was reading about the other day and thinking, yeah, that makes perfect sense because I can understand that analogy. It makes sense. But if we cross it with something we can't see, trauma, physical, mental, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But if we transform it into bags and we carry that around, imagine walking just one day with that.
Can I then also add to that analogy? So we've got our own bags of pain, healing, trauma, and now we're saying, actually, that person over there's got a great load of bags. I need to help them with that. And then you start trying to help them. But essentially what you're doing is you're trying to take their bags off of them.
And put them on
and now you've got your bags and now you're carrying somebody else's bags as well. Do you see why that doesn't make sense to do?
So essentially, once you realize that these bags don't serve you anymore, they don't help you anymore, essentially when you get to that place through your healing, you can drop those bags and let them go.
It is, Wendy, but it's not meant to be carried for the rest of our lives. I think that's what we're trying to say. Yes, those traumas, life lessons, however you kind of want to term it, absolutely, they are our life lessons. But part of that life lesson is then letting it go and not carrying it for years or for the rest of our lives. That was not what those lessons were made for.
No. And once you realize you can pick up and drop any trauma or experience,
it's also a choice.
It's a choice
to do so.
And once you realize you're carrying something that doesn't serve you anymore, you drop them and you become lighter in yourself and you become more confident, become more of that
freer.
Of the person that you're trying to be. You become the person you've always wanted to be. So if it wasn't for the trauma, you wouldn't end up where you were. So it kind of goes hand in hand, which is a bit kind of odd, but that's kind of how it works. But as long as you know that you can come and face any trauma, any sort of emotions, physical, whatever, you know that it's just a passing of time. At some point, you can put those bags down and they will not hurt you anymore.
Says, so yes, so our own responsibility to process, heal, let go, save ourselves, exactly what I meant.
Yes. Perfect.
It's difficult
it is on text
isn't and messages, isn't it? But we get there in the end. Yeah.
But it's just one of those things that you kind of have to learn to go through. We don't want anyone carrying life's trauma lessons around with them. No. How on earth would that serve you? And you certainly wouldn't turn around and say, if I have this life experience before I get here, you're in spirit and you go, well, I'm going to come here, I'm going to have this life experience. And they go, yeah, but don't forget, drop your bags. Those trauma bags. And you go, yeah, okay. And then you realize you forget to do that. And you've carried those bags for so long. You can then see, actually, that won't do me any service whatsoever. So learn to drop your bags, people.
It's only let you type so many characters. Yes, I did discover that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just thought it was a bit like Facebook and you could write as much as you wanted. But apparently, I forgot how many characters it is. But they're limited to how much they can write as well.
Didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Well, folks, it is that time of the evening. It's come round again really quickly.
It came around even quicker because we had technical difficulties getting on in the first place. But
we did.
I worked it out in the end.
Yeah.
At least I know for next time.
Yeah. It's been a lovely evening again.
Been an amazing evening. Thank you for the amazing questions as well. Yeah, really interesting.
We hope it's helped you on some level. As you know, we never know how these nights go. It could literally be a reading night or it could be a conversational night. We don't know.
Or it
we'll
can
go
be
with it.
a chatty night that like we did on Wednesday and having a bit of a upliftment and a bit of a laugh.
Yeah. So on that basis, we are back Wednesday, 7:30 UK. Please come and join us for again another evening of whatever it will be.
And we're going to keep asking. If you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing, because it's just your way of saying thank you back to us. A bit of support. And
have a very happy start to December tomorrow.
Yes.
Wednesday? Wendy is already there.
Yeah.
You know.
She is, bless her, yeah. She's ahead of us this whole Wendy.
She is.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.